Steve, I'm Blind, and I'm back from E3 2019, and I'm going to be talking about my hands-on impression with Pokemon Sword and Shield. So this game, I was able to play a quick 20-minute demo of the game itself, and all the demo really had was just the gym with Nessa as the gym leader, and basically the puzzle that you get to play beforehand, and then jumping into the actual arena battle with Nessa herself. So I didn't get to see anything of the wildlands or anything of actually being able to catch a Pokemon. There was already a list of Pokemon that was already in my Pokedex when I started the demo, so I won't be talking about that today, but I'll be talking about my experience with it, as well as a little bit of the accessibility that I was able to capture of just my quick playthrough. So essentially the gameplay is kind of similar to what you've already used to within Pokemon. And I gotta remember as well, I also have I'm a very new person to Pokemon. I'm a bit of a noob in that way. The only games I've actually touched in Pokemon universe is Pokemon Red for a little bit. There's actually a little series of videos that I tried to do as my playthrough Pokemon Red. Didn't actually, unfortunately finish it, but I'm planning on going back to it someday. But then there was also Pokemon X and Y was the only other game I played. That was difficult for me because of the Nintendo 3DS. The screen was a little bit too small and harder for me to be able to see. So I'm really excited to be able to jump into the actual Switch version of its true Pokemon game designed for the Switch. Again, the tactics is pretty much the same. You're in this sort of puzzle, and you had to actually sort of turn off these certain water tunnels or pillars that essentially are blocking you from being able to get to the top of the stairs where the gym leader is, where the arena is. So you have to kind of figure out sort of the pattern or the way to be able to get through the maze. But throughout the maze, you'd be able to obviously fight different other trainers and sort of learn your Pokemon like in different skills, and that sort of teaches you before you get into the gym itself. Now when you get into the arena itself, holy cow, is it huge. It is giant. As you can be able to see behind me, it's actually really big, and it's very expansive, and I really actually enjoyed that aspect of it. It kind of sort of made it seem a lot more epic when you're fighting against a gym leader. Now, as you can see also as well, you get to use a new sort of feature that's within Pokemon. This Sword and Shield is called the Dynamax. Now, I will say this, Dynamax is not an evolution of your Pokemon. All it does is actually make your Pokemon bigger, and you have specific attacks for that specific Dynamax Pokemon, which is really, really cool. I actually had a lot of fun with that, but you also have to learn how to be able to use it and when to use it, because you only have Dynamax Pokemon for 3 turns. I unfortunately made the mistake of I launched it pretty much right away as soon as I launched into it. Like as soon as I had access to it, I had Yamper, I think was the Pokemon I Dynamaxed, and it was still cool. It was a lot of fun, but also you have to if an attack from your opponent's Pokemon is super effective, it still will hit your Pokemon and actually do some damage. You just get a lot of HP when you're in Dynamax mode. So that was actually really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't really do too well because eventually my Pokemon fainted, and I had to basically bring out another Pokemon, and then that's when Ness actually brought out her Dynamax and did some damage, and I think I had like 3 Pokemon left of the 5 or 6 that I had. I was able to beat Nessa, so that was actually really cool. I was able to kind of get past the demo and beat the demo. I was really happy about that, and actually the guy that was there that was showing me the demo said actually that he didn't even try it. He wasn't able to do it on his first try, so yay me! Now the accessibility of Pokemon Sword and Shield, I didn't really see a lot of it just from I didn't see any menus, or I didn't see any accessibility menu settings, so I didn't really get the chance to kind of dive in deep in that. But for what I was able to gather, pretty much the way to be able to attack Pokemon and sort of that whole sort of battle mode, it's pretty much the same as what you've seen in pretty much any other Pokemon game. It's a little bit updated for the Switch and with updated graphics. And of course, the subtitles is always there because there is no actual dialogue that I was able to see. So essentially the font is actually pretty huge. I didn't see anything in regards to like specific sound effects that like for subtitles, or if you need, so you can know where a sound is coming from. I couldn't be able to see that. I wasn't able to tell to see if you can be able to obviously like remap any controls, but when you're playing Pokemon, essentially it's more of a tactic, so it's kind of I don't know if you would necessarily need it for this. It's a little bit more of a slower paced game, so that might be a little bit easier if you have mobility issues. Pokemon is kind of has been known for like sort of a little bit more of its accessibility in that it's a little bit easier to play than a necessarily accessibility mode for people who are disabled gamers. So I wasn't able to see a lot of it, but from what I was able to see from my own self, it looked like this is something that I'm definitely going to be able to play, especially in handheld mode, because that's generally how I play, with it right up to my face. So I'm excited to be able to jump in and play it when it comes out this November. I'm really excited. Is it November? I don't even actually check. It's coming out this year. I'm excited. It's gonna be my first Pokemon game ever, like really, that I'm gonna try to be able to beat from beginning to end. So I'm really excited, and I think actually I might pre-order this one. Yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, I've got some more hands-on impressions video if you want to be able to check out. There's a little bit of a playlist, kind of info thing, where I was able to check out Cyberpunk 2077 and Watch Dogs Legion. I've got more hands-on impression videos coming in the next little bit. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I remain obediently yours. Bye.